Now, with a major tax fraud investigation out of Polk County, 20 people are suspected of stealing the identities of the elderly and making off with hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax refunds. Let's go now to Ryan Raish with details on this case. He's live in Polk County for us tonight. Ryan?
Yeah, Jamison, this is a local version of what the sheriff is calling a national epidemic. It's not the first time we've heard about this type of fraud. You have thieves that are stealing people's identity and then using that information to obtain a nice refund from the IRS. So not only do you have the victims of identity theft, but then the other victims in this case, the hardworking American taxpayers. These 19 men and women are accused of in some way defrauding you, the taxpayer.
Quite frankly, they're stealing us blind.
Sheriff Grady Judd says these suspected thieves stole the identities of nearly 400 people. They would then enter that information into TurboTax along with phony financial information so they can score a big refund. Because the IRS still has not found a way to stop this type of tax fraud, Sheriff Judd says their scam usually works.
We have them ripping off the taxpayer at lightning speed, and we're on the back of a turtle trying to investigate and keep up.
Deputies arrested 11 of the 19 suspects today for stealing a total of almost $500,000 from the IRS and you. Most of these are all separate cases that the sheriff's office has investigated after victims of identity theft came forward. This tax fraud roundup is actually a continuation of a case we covered back in September when Kathy McLean and Darrell Bess were charged with stealing the identities of more than 30 residents of this nursing home where McLean worked.
What they seem to have found is the senior citizens traditionally have the greatest odds of not filing online before.
What's most frustrating to Sheriff Judd is that even though there are rap videos online to help criminals commit this crime, the IRS, he says, is not doing enough to stop it.
While they're being ripped off, are not only not investigating it themselves, by rule they've not been able to cooperate with us.
Sheriff Grady Judd was very critical of the IRS today, saying that something needs to be done. And a part of the problem, he says, is what we probably all really love about getting those quick returns or quick refunds from the IRS. He says that maybe it's time to slow that down and cross-check to make sure that those tax returns are legit before they go out. Reporting live tonight in Polk County, Ryan Raish, ABC Action.